it's just been so beautiful because it's unified us in so many beautiful ways. And I don't even know, we were trying to pinpoint it, like what was it that shifted? But I think it was just going through the masterminds, going through the homework. The homework specifically was really, really helpful because we started asking each other questions that we had not asked before. And there would be dates that we would be crying because we didn't like each other's answers or they were so different. But then we just kept growing and we just kept growing and growing. And, you know, the financial piece for us were like, you know, we made our money back because of the things that we were encouraged to do, the steps we were encouraged to take. We were able to, we were just able to, so the investment, I mean, it is an investment. The results are going to be so much more.
She came to me one day and she said, hey, we should do this married couples course. And my immediate reactions are, it seems like a big financial investment. And I think more significant than the financial investment is like, what if we invest this time and conversation and commitment, and at the end of the day, we have dreams or dream boards that are different and not actualized. And so what's been beautiful is that right away, this was such a unifying way for us to have the conversations, and we immediately started to make like new income, new revenue just from our conversations and just through the course itself. So we've doubled our income we were making since the course started just by initiating better conversations. I think yesterday, January, on the cruise ship, this wonderful cruise ship, she essentially said that how powerful it is when a couple is united in their dreams and yoked together, working together with a self-identified mutual vision of what our lives, our dreams, our future should look like. And I would say that has been, I think, such a thematic way for us to like process everything that's happened. And so now, as we dream about what our future is going to look like, short-term, long-term, this course itself has helped us say, yes, this is the pathway forward. And there's obviously challenges and different areas of concern, but at the end of the day, we're just more unified as a couple and we're dreaming together now. And as we've gone through the exercises here on this amazing cruise with beautiful weather and a great cruise ship, we found that like we're just now really understanding each other's hearts. And so as we put together what are our dreams, we find our separate journals are still now those saying the same thing. Yeah. Which is something that was not happening definitely 2 years ago.
Right.
When we first went through the courses, it was just like, oh my gosh. It was like,
And I think just being here with the group has been also really powerful. And the different exercises that you guys have taken us through, giving us perspective of what it would be like. And I think just being here with the group has been also really powerful. And the different exercises that you guys have taken us through, giving us perspective of what it would be like without our husband, without our spouse, but then not just staying there, but like, what do you want to do together? And I think that, it's just, this is also a lifelong investment, which I'm really grateful for, because Ken and I were just talking about how, okay, when we get back, we're going to just keep going through the homework again. And we're going to, go through it with different people even, just as accountability. And we're going to, it's not something that you just listen to one time and then you're done. It's like, no, you're going to get more and more out of it, just like the women's school. Each season, it's going to be different. So I'm super grateful for the tools that we have for our marriage in that way. And I think that like the videos were also incredibly impactful because they were real life experiences from Ryan and January. Just like, okay, you're supposed to dream, but what does that actually look like? And so just kind of seeing that was really powerful as well.
Background is, so we're business owners, and in the process of focusing on business and growing that and the stresses that come with it, marriage can be put on the back burner, and other things in life. We have children as well, so the issues can be with the stresses of business and children combined. Marriage has to be first, but it can easily slip. And this Marriage by Design course was needed. It helped realign the right values we need to survive. Because there's no point in being, let's say, a successful business owner and end up divorced. That's not the dream. And this Marriage by Design course has kind of realigned it, reconnected us, and helped us focus kind of on the future and really help us grow together and share similar goals. We've been married for 13 years. This is our first vacation since our honeymoon without children. Right when we were married, we couldn't afford anything, so we didn't go on vacations, and then the kids came, and those obligations, there's never a good time to spend money because it either could go into the business or go into supporting the family. But then making the decision actually to make this investment and then to cap it off on this beautiful island and actually feel like it's a second honeymoon in a way, because our last time we did just a couples thing was at our original honeymoon. Yeah, hopefully that kind of states how great it's been here.
And witnessing to our kids the importance of our marriage.
That's true.
And
our kids in the
our
last few months have seen us. We've had conversations our kids have probably never heard us talk about before, and it's been exciting to hear them, or have them hear us, really care about our relationship. And it kind of I'm sure it just builds that security in our kids to know that Carla and I really do care about each other, and nothing else really. We're not going to allow anything else to come up in between us. Allow us to really think deep about it and give us the time to write a really special letter to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, it is really true. Just January's wisdom in asking questions and drawing out depth in a way that we couldn't do on our own, and just drawing out such beauty in what God has given us in each other, and giving us an opportunity to write that down and just have that special time together to really cherish each other. It's rare and a gift.
Impactful for me to see how, Ryan, you care for January and how you assist her, and just kind of realizing holy cow, do I ever actually do that for my wife? It's usually always the reversal, where Carla's always, I'm just another child in my house, and Carla's kind of just doing it. So your example of how to be a good husband and a man was something else that I've eternally taken from our time together on the trip.
Yeah, and January's ability to receive it is so beautiful too.
I thought it was really wonderful. I have done some personal development courses for myself, and he's done some for him, but going through it together was really beautiful, and also that the faith was even incorporated in it for us was really special, and being able to come up with plans together of how to improve areas of our life I think that's very necessary for married couples. The exercises you guys had us, the fun ones, little, all the fun little games that we played, but then
icebreakers.
Yeah, but then taking time to write the love letters to each other, and then the eulogy, that was
really
writing each other's
think about
eulogy.
the impact of your spouse on your life and the gift that they are for you.
It moved me to tears. I think both of us were just, it makes you really put things in perspective and really appreciate each other even more, and how short life is, and you should just tell each other how much you mean to each other even more than you do.
Yeah, I think it was great because there's a lot of questions that are asked that you may or may not think about that are good to talk about as a couple, and the fact that, you also want to heavily talk about how designing your life the way you want it, not necessarily it's happening to us, but we're going to make life happen for us.
Yeah, with prayerfully discerning what we actually want our life to be like, not just, well, this happened so we just deal with it, but where do we want to be with our family in 5 years from now? How can we make that happen? And what do we need to do? What are the action steps that we can take? Not just okay, we're going to exercise more, or we're going to save more. No, we're actually going to save this amount of money per week. We're going to exercise this much. We're going to add, daily mass into our life. And we're going to do it, and we're going to stick to it. We're going to be accountability partners, and then having coaches to help us get out of our heads and see what's really truly possible.
We've grown closer. A lot of couples may say, we know each other, but unless you're actually having those meaningful conversations, it'll bring to light, hey, we are thinking the same things. We are understanding the same principles of where we are, how we've been raised, and how we want to raise our families moving forward. It's been great.
It's put the tools out there so that we can have a conversation today and tomorrow and years down the road. And it's so fruitful and it's so needed. And it's just like with the tools are so important and we don't have those in everyday life. So it's just setting us up for success.
Absolutely.
It was great. Having done the women's school before, it was really nice to then all of a sudden be doing it with my husband and having the discussions together, him understanding the language that I was learning to speak.
Absolutely. And it was enlightening, especially there are so many other couples in the group. A lot of them had the same questions or same concerns or even same seasons of life that can all connect upon.
Kind of taking into the experience that Mia started on her own with the women's school and then doing the wholeness school, the biggest thing for me is the shared language and the communication that we have developed between each other, and then extending that on to our family and just having more so the plans that we're building with the dreams that we're dreaming as we go on.